Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I am going to be working, I'm going to be working on some of these journaling cards that I did yesterday. Well, I don't know if it's going to truly be yesterday because I don't know when I'm going to post what video, but in a video previously, I was working on turning some of these ads into journaling cards. So I started pasting them, gluing them onto file folder as well as coffee dyed paper. I didn't do this part online, on camera, but I wanted to work on it a little bit and just make a video. So I hope you're crafting along with me. I think I'm just going to cut instead of using a paper cutter. But this is kind of what I do every time I start a retro journal. Vintage retro. These are going to be focused on, I use pages from some 40s books from the 1940s. So they are going to be probably 40s, 50s, some 60s, and maybe even some 70s. In these journals. But this, to me, is the least fun part. So I like to do all of it at once in the beginning. And then have a stack of journaling cards. And they're not like, they're just like the staple items. And then I get creative after this. That way I feel like I've gotten a chunk of it done. But it's just automatic, so I'm not having to feel like I'm spinning my wheels. I just kind of get this part started. And my process, so I'm always trying to figure out a way to make journals as well as make videos that's doable for me. I love the way Diane H sets up her whole filming, working on journals, and then having some hauls and things in there, especially in the summer, because she goes to the flea markets that I think most of the ones by her open in the summers. So I'm always trying to figure out a good balance for myself as well. And I'm going to be trying to make YouTube videos as well as TikTok videos because I've become a lot more active over there, and it's really been hard to find a balance between the two. Instagram, I've just kind of given up. But I'm thinking that I'm going to be making longer form craft with me videos over here, or tutorials. And quicker videos on TikTok. So if you want a quicker video, you can kind of check me out over on TikTok. And if you like the longer format, you can watch me over here, or if you're crafting along as well. And my phone uploads videos so much quicker now, so that's why it's easier for me to just like pump them out. Okay, this is probably getting boring because all I'm doing is cutting. But let me go ahead and cut some of the coffee dyed ones, and then we can see what I have. All right, I think, should I do this by hand? Yeah, maybe I will. So I'm trying to center the spaces, like the excess around the picture evenly, even though I'm really not good at making anything even. When I made my first junk journal, it was this theme as well, and I did this with black and white images. So I wanted to do that again because I typically feel like black and white images don't pop as much, so I don't tend to use them. But I think doing this, giving it like a border like this, makes it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so there we have those. And I have been trying to figure out a way to use black and white images a little bit more like often in my journals, because I have yearbooks from the 30s through the 50s, I think, that I really want to be able to use. So I'm hoping backing it onto coffee dyed paper like this is gonna make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, but let's try inking these up and seeing how they look. I have a pile here that I do not know where my ink went. I think it's under here, yes. Wow, okay. It's right here. I'm using frayed burlap. Yeah, I think I'm really liking that. I've been watching, I think I mentioned this a while ago in one of my videos, but I usually watch YouTube while I'm crafting, but sometimes I watch Pluto TV, which is a free app, so it's kind of like Hulu or Netflix, except there are ads because it's free. Not too many though, like in a sitcom. There's usually like only 1 or 2 ads, so it's not too bad. But I've been watching the Donna Reed show. Have you guys ever watched that? Especially when I'm making retro journals, like 50s journals, 50s, 60s. I love watching that show. It really is inspiring because it's the same time period as I'm working on. And I did that with Mad Men as well. And Donna Reed is a show I used to watch as a kid when it would play on Nick at Night in the, I think it was the 80s and 90s. But I love that show. A Simpler Time. All right. So let me just see. Have like a little bit more to cut out. And with these as well. So I'm going to be dividing these into 3 different journals. I think I'm going to ink this one because it's just very stark white. Okay, let's see. Let me just count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 22 of the journaling cards that are on cardstock. 22, so that's like 7 in each journal. And then $11, and I have 1 outside, so that's 12. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to finish cutting all this off camera, but I think in my next video I'm going to be working on one of the elements. So I tend to write down, which I did not. Oh, okay, here it is. All right, so I'm going to be doing some pockets, slide mounts, and yeah, I think I'm going to be focusing on those 2 things in the next video, I think. But I just wanted to come on quick and do this. I hope you got a little bit of crafting done with me and kind of seeing where I'm at with these journals. I hope you've been working on some fun projects. I'm kind of getting back in the groove again, so it feels really good. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.